Hi, my name is Jacob McNeil, and today we're going to present and I'm going to talk about my general informational report, a little progress of how I'm doing and everything like that. So today's topic is chemo brain and how to combat cognitive dysfunction after experiencing chemo brain. So a little bit of the overview of the report. It's going to first consist of primary and secondary research, introduction and overview of the full report, background on chemobrain research and what's being done, methods to combat chemobrain and strategies to help patients that are going through it kind of work out those kinks and problems going on, results of the research being done, a little discussion of how it's impacted myself, someone who has gone through chemotherapy, and then finally a conclusion that summarizes the full report in major points. The audience that I'm targeting is people that are unaware of chemo brain, what cognitive dysfunction is, or what chemotherapy is, and I just want to inform them of the side effects and problems that come up in patients with chemo brain. It can happen during, while they have chemotherapy going on, and after. This impacts future uh, learning abilities, memory problems, and such like that. Purpose of my report describes what chemobrain is, how it changes your daily life, and how to combat those side effects. A little bit of background on chemobrain. Cognitive dysfunction, also called chemobrain, comes from damage to the neurons inside your brain, causes memory lapse, executive function problems, and learning issues. This phenomenon has been apparent due to the way chemotherapy acts on the body. It attacks all rapidly dividing cells, healthy and not healthy. So the healthy cells inside your brain that are constantly reproducing and building up the glycerin, that's the synapses inside your brain that makes things go a little bit quicker, picks up on things, makes you learn a little bit easier. You can pick out words and sentences a lot easier. Those start to deteriorate, causing the issues inside your brain. There is research being done out of Stanford that have identified the issues relating to chemotherapy and the potential ways to change chemotherapy to reduce the side effects of chemobrain. And just the general way that chemotherapy acts, it damages your entire body. And so instead of combating the issue head on and directly, if we can fix chemotherapy so that it impacts the side effects better or changes them, that will then improve the side effects of chemobrain and overall side effects of chemotherapy. In terms of my report, I had a bit of a different scenario, and so I actually finished all of my work and have submitted the final report. The findings I found, uh, they are grim, which is there is no definite direct drug that helps assist patients dealing with chemobrain, but there are several strategies that reduce the severity and the impact it has on daily life. For instance, the type of diet you have, as well as the physical activity you have each week, and the mental acuity games that you can do, such as problem solving games like Brilliance. Um, Spelling games are good, word association games that are just fun. Because the main thing with chemobrain, a lot of the practical side effects you have is you can't recall words as easily, and so it takes a minute or two to like remember one common word that most people can pick up pretty frequently. And so having those games that kind of help you recall uh, those words or improve those synapses in your brain that helps you function easier, it helps you learn better, uh, will reduce the severity of the side effect of chemobrain. The remaining improvements I have is that cancer and cancer research is an ever evolving disease and field, and so I think a lot of the research articles I have were from early 2020s and before, and cancer research rapidly changes every day, every year. And so being able to have, up to date articles or up to date information will help me better improve the results and potentially find a direct drug that either helps with chemotherapy in general or chemo brain in general. So thank you.